All right, folks, we're back at this again. It's Monday at like 5 p.m., which is kind of how my schedule works, just in case y'all were wondering. There's a lot of like, I just edited a video and it's like 5 days worth of work, but it's not really 5 days worth of work, right? It's like 5 quarter days worth of work because, well, that's how my life is going. I got other stuff I got to take care of in my house with my baby, little 1.5-year-old girl, my wife, with my dogs. We have 8 dogs, by the way. So there's life, and there's this, which is outside of regular life. It's still really high up there on the priorities, so don't get me wrong. That's why we're here at 5 o'clock, getting something done. So let's call it this week. It's probably a better way to look at it. In this video, I'm hoping to get the entire Meteor torn down. I'd like to roll out a chassis and just have a few pieces of body hanging up and a few pieces of body that are disconnected. Hood, fenders, bumpers, little grill pieces, those I'm gonna keep to the side. Doors are coming off, gonna get set to the side. Trunk lid's gonna get taken off, set to the side. And then I'm debating on whether I'm gonna actually like brace the heck out of what's left, or if I'm just gonna cut it into small enough pieces and take some measurements and then reassemble it over here. That's where it's gonna get interesting. I mean, this is like kind of an old school approach to this. I don't wanna say it's old school, obviously we're doing a Tesla and stuff, but there's no CAD. Everything's in CAD. Cut off another 1/4 inch. No. Does it look right? Will it fit? Tack it in place. That's my method. For better or worse, it's just that I don't have all that stuff. I don't have a desire to play with all that stuff right now. And I think I can get this together and make a very cool custom. Kind of the way I would do it in my head. So that's the way I'm gonna do it. So today I think I'm gonna start ripping apart that Meteor and see how far we can get. But I'm gonna create a little space here real quick. I got Kurt with me. Yeah, you can see him. We're just gonna do our thing. So let's roll, people. So the first mock-up didn't go too well. I mean, it looks good from the side, but as you can tell, some of my other measurements are off a little bit. Obviously this means nothing. It's just, really, really loose if you were to just glue the fenders to the outside. This way, because Kurt's standing in the way. But I don't know, it's a little discouraging, a little encouraging. Depends on your mood. Today I'm going with encouraging. The hood fits great. Like it goes right in between the pillars there. The fender from the side is killer. Might end up with that, I don't remember what car it was from the 90s or early 2000s, but if I can find it, I'll put a picture of it. All right, we'll see where we're going. He's really scared of you guys. Not cool, man. Well, so far I love how easy this car is coming apart. It appears that the last couple owners have broken every bolt free, taken them out, cleaned them, put them back, and I really appreciate that. So it's speeding up this process. Right now I think I'm going to go to taking the dash out. I'm leaving all this for now, but I do need the dash out. Maybe the steering column too. Pull the steering column, the dash, make that all naked. Although I am kind of considering just cutting this off here and lifting that away and then cutting it back there at the quarters and taking that away. I know it seems crazy. It is crazy the way I'm thinking of doing it. But I think it lets me fit every piece individually and make what I want. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. But you won't know and I won't know until I do it. And then we'll know. But the dash has gotta come out, so I'm gonna do that now. Hey guys, that's filming sideways, but I'll straighten that out. We're going on a road trip. We're going to get a car for parts. Yeah, that's right, a parts car. I don't know if I want to share yet. I think maybe I'll build some suspense here and tell you it's cool. All right, we are going on an adventure today to pick up a parts car because I figured if I'm doing a custom, I gotta have some like other car parts on my custom, right? Tesla drivetrain and suspension and stuff. Meteor body, and then some other stuff. So let's go pick this thing up. It's a nice 2.5 hour drive. And then I'm gonna get in traffic on the way home. It's gonna make it 4 hours on the way home. Is it worth it? No. Is the car gonna be total crap? Yes. Are we doing it anyway? For sure. All right, guys, let's roll. All right, people, no surprises yet. We're here, we're buying it, we're loading it. Are you ready to see it? All right, check out these fenders, man. Here's my thought. 56 Cadillac. Look at these beasts right here. Put that tail end on our Ford / Meteor. I swear I wasn't gonna say Ford, I screwed up. Our Meteor. But those would be killer. Maybe steal these headlight setups. Bumper and grill would be awesome too. I don't know. It's just a 56 Cadillac, and I can't help myself. It's got some really cool stuff going on, and I don't feel bad cutting it up because this bastard is dead. It's been hit hard and left out to rust. So, got a bunch of cool parts. Some stuff we're gonna salvage, but I'm here for this. I think that's a cool look. Obviously everything's gonna have to get changed. Everything's gonna get changed anyway. So we're already changing stuff. We might as well take it to that next level of custom. You know, like a real, this is still in the ballpark, you know, early, well, let's say this is the 1960s period, like I was saying, like early 60s, junkyard level parts, and building something wild. Let's see when this thing was last tagged. 93. This is actually on the road in 1993. Blows my mind. It looks bad. All right, whew. That was a bit of a battle to get that damn thing on the trailer. Thank God he had a forklift, right? Because my winch died. My winch said, yeah, I can't do this anymore. It's a, 6,000 pound Cadillac with flat tires going up the ramp. It was too much. That winch is old. Probably like 5 years old, moved dozens of cars in the same sort of abusive situations. Yeah, and it should have a little better power to it and stuff, but whatever. Man, whew, I'm sweating. I'm worn out from that battle. But that guy was cool. He set us up with the forklift, just lifted the back and got her on there. It's a good, it's a piece of shit car. I'm sorry for cursing at you, but this thing's hit on every panel. Even the panels I want to use are dented. Bumpers are dented. Everything's dented, but let's face the facts, guys. This is a 56 in 25. So 70 years, I think, is our math again. 69. We cannot complain about something that's got some dents and dings. Especially the big dent on the side, which made all the ding parts cheap. But definitely worth the money. I mean, he was asking $1,500, which is, reasonable parts value. We're in at $500, which is a good day. I know that could be argued any way you want. Thanks, guys. Hold off. But I end up with a good front bumper, some good grill trim, some things that need work even in the front. I mean, one side of it is dented. The rear bumper seems fine-ish, same thing. It's got a little scratches and dings and probably a dent. The quarters are good but dented, and I get taillight bezels which are pitted, and taillight lenses that are cracked. It really doesn't sound like I'm getting much good stuff, but I promise, I think it's okay stuff. I think it's a good bargain for what it is, and kind of like the inspiration level that it brings to then, see if it fits on the other car. If it doesn't, goodbye, or whatever. But not, trash, but save it for another project or give it to somebody else. But it's just good to get some parts off this car because it was bound for the junkyard, the scrap heap. But as I see it, I'll grab some dash parts and the dash itself probably and set it to the side. The quarters, the fenders. See if anybody needs those other doors. They're not in great shape. Maybe some interior trim somebody will want on eBay or something. Or if anybody out there, hey, if you've got a 56 four-door Cadillac, I got some parts. Just let me know what you need and we can work it out. And then I'll just scrap the chassis probably and let it go on and be done. But it's sad to do that, but that car's, it's not got enough left to save. Oh, I should have got a freaking bill of sale from him. I'm going to have to ask him to mail me one. Dang it. Just because the dang, it's parts. But the DMV people are going to ask me for a bill of sale. Son of a gun. Alright, well, I frustrated myself there, but now I've got about a 2 hour and 20 minute drive from where I am. 2 hour, 22 minute drive, 113 miles to get home. Like I said, this is just going to be an all-day thing, so I'll be home at 4 o'clock or so, barring all sorts of catastrophe. Yeah, we're going to look at the car more then. Maybe start cleaning it up and scratching some parts off of it, or I'll probably just park it in the back on the trailer because, oh my God, another excuse to use Big Jim. I'm going to have to lift this thing up. I don't even know if my whatever that is, skid steer, Big Jim can move it by itself. Like, damn, that thing is heavy, but it's got 4 flat tires. It does not move on its own. So, well, it doesn't run, it doesn't do anything. Anyway, don't worry about me, people. I'm getting on the freeway, then I'm getting on the side road, then I'm getting on the other road, then I'm getting on the other freeway, then I'm sitting in traffic, and then I'll be home. I'm excited about that last part. But I'm also excited we got this junky 56 Caddy. First, I've never owned a Caddy of this era. I've got 70 Cadillacs, 69 Cadillacs. Owned like an early Lincoln for a minute. But, yeah, it's first 50s Caddy, so that's pretty cool to me. Anyway, enjoy the drive. Hey guys, it's Wednesday, 6 p.m. Putting some tools back. Obviously today I'm not going to get much done here, but I went shopping today and bought a bunch of stuff. I had to fix some stuff on my tractor. I had to do a bunch of stuff today. So I got some fun stuff though. Knives. These lifting blocks which we're going to use on the gantry cranes, on the rig to pull the car. A pack of saw blades because, like I said the other day, I burned through them like crazy. And a little adjustable thing. These are both wrong for my my DeWalt's. Anyway, that's besides the point. You see that big yellow stick? That's the coolest thing that I got today. It's just a 6-foot level. I'm gonna straighten this out. Woo. Hopefully you didn't move your whole TV just so I was level there. So one of the things I was having issues with is taking measurements. And what I discovered I needed was something called like a bodyman's tram, or a tram stick, or a tram rod. But the concept is straight stick, 2 movable points, so that you can take measurements. I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you here, in odd places. So what I did, $20 level, 6 feet long, dead nut straight, flat side, easy to grip to, from Harbor Freight, 20 bucks. Stupid cheapy little clamps, and I've got some big ones too, but these are like $2. But now you can see I've got a point here and a point here. Wherever I move them, I'm gonna be able to measure and make sure that that's the same. It's not necessarily for taking measurements so much as it is for like transferring measurements. So you're gonna see I'm gonna use it in here, for example, to measure across the bottom of the car. And then I'll be able to take that measurement and bring it over here and measure across the bottom of the car, right? Those 2 points being my measuring points. The reason that I'm showing you this $26 version is because every version of these bodyman's trams are crazy expensive. They're like $300. No, I refuse. No. This is gonna work great. By changing out these clamps, I can change the length of this little arm. I know it's probably hard to see, but that's the concept there. That'll be my point, and the other one will be my point. And then I can do whatever measurement I need. If I need an exact measurement, I lay it out. I put that measurement on with like a measuring tape, and then transfer it to wherever I need it. Or I just line up the 2 points in this car, walk over to that car, see if they work. I'm telling you this because this is like $300 saved, and it's gonna work as well as any of that bar, or like some really specific things. These are made so that you can square a chassis, right? You go, okay, from there to there, it's got to measure that, and then from there to there, it's got to measure the same. It's all to be accomplished with this simple version of it, as opposed to spending a few $100s on a short one, a long one. It's ridiculous. Do this setup, but when you see me walking around with that yellow stick, that's what it is. It's a makeshift body tram so that I can transfer measurements from this car, being the Meteor. Oh, I know, now you're confused because that looks like a Meteor with all those panels on there. Transfer the measurements from this Meteor to the Tesla so that I know more or less, I got a bug crawling on me, where my body's going to line up. So I'm not just hacking at stuff. I can hopefully get some layouts, and then work smarter, not harder. That's what it is. All right, I'm gonna get to just kind of messing around today, just a little bit, maybe an hour or less. Here with Kurt, yeah. All right, I'm gonna let you all in on the secret here with Kurt. Kurt is, I can't say it any other way. Kurt has cancer. Unfortunately, by the time we got him to the vet and did all the things like it was showing, they said it's already spread. There's no question. There's no point in cutting. Unfortunately, it would be his leg. So he'd be a 3-legged dog for a while. And he's still using the leg that's got the growth on it. So I don't know. We're just doing what we can for him. There he is. He's happy. He's on pain meds. He's moving around. He enjoys his life. But I have gotten a couple comments in the videos. People see him limping, and I just wanted to share that we're aware of that. I didn't ever want to say anything because it just, it's sad. He's a great dog. But that's what's going on there. So he's with us. He's happy. He's good. And we're going to do everything we can for him. And thankfully, it's been a long time that this has been going on. So it's moving relatively slow. Let's hope it keeps moving slow. And he's just able to kind of keep with us and be a happy guy. So I hate to tell y'all what's going on because it's sad. But I want you to know what's up. He's good. He's taken care of. And unfortunately, it's just something we can't do anything about but but treat the symptoms and make sure he's happy. So that's what we do. Here's a fun thing we just got too. It's been a decade since I've had a plasma cutter, and like everybody, I see the cheap ads for the Art Captain plasma cutter. This is the 55 no touch start, because I got rusty metal, I've got painted metal, I've got all sorts of nastiness that I just want to be able to cut through everything. So a couple $100. I don't know, if it works, it works. I mean, my last one was like $5,000 hypotherm, whatever. So this is just a different world in quality, or in cost. I mean, honestly, all the videos I've seen, they do decent work. So, especially something like this where we're just thrashing, I just want to get the body free and then lift it away. It doesn't hurt my feelings to try this, guy. So, 110 or 220, I'm going to set it up and see what it does. Comes with a silly little sticker sheet. Certified badass welder. Flash life. Hashtag Art Captain. I'm a dad and a welder. Nothing scares me. Support your local welder. Ridiculous, but of course something will make it on the toolbox. Probably the I'm a dad and a welder, nothing scares me, because I'm a dad. But actually everything scares me with being a father. I mean, not being a father, but like I'm worried about my little daughter, everything, everywhere I go. I mean, she's a tiny person. Let's be realistic. If you're a dad, you're probably a little worried about some stuff. Most of you other people out there. And if you are the father of a young son, you better make him good. Because if he comes around my house and he's not good, you and I are going to have issues. And me and him are going to have issues. All right. La-di-di-la-di-da. But that reminds me. Oh, never mind. I've lost it. I found it. If you want one of my stickers, an Adventures in Rust sticker, hit me up on Instagram. Instagram, Adventures in Rust. Hashtag @ whatever, Adventures in Rust. And I'll put a picture of this guy up. Like it, share it, whatever. Do some stuff. Send me a private message. I'll put one of these in the mail for you. I've got 20 or 30 of them. We're just playing around with ideas. So this is the first batch. We have this and another design. But yeah, hit me up on Instagram. But also, be good. Like this video, share this video, subscribe, do all the right things. I'm working really hard here, people. I am trying to build this into something. I literally spend hours just editing this garbage together. I spend so much time talking to you. I'm doing this, that's my own problem. But, just, I need some support right now until the ball gets rolling. And I appreciate it. All right, day one, cheap tool, review of the Art Captain 55. Set your amperage to what your breaker is. Cut through everything. Cut through some goo and some old shit too, which is really nice. So I have my fans running for a few. I made a relatively straight cut on there. Listen, I haven't played with the plasma cutter for a long time. And I mostly had mine on a plasma table. So that does the cutting for you. We're here, I gotta hold this line, and I'm not that good. But straight through there, straight through there. Kind of let you know how I'm planning to take that firewall off. Planning to trace the car out there, go through the floor. I'm really not sure about the center section there, like the wheel arch tubs and stuff. But I'll probably get inside of them and just do a nice cut with the plasma cutter. Go through the trunk floor, lift the fucker off. So right now I'm going to try to move it forward a little bit, rig it, and get it set up so that tomorrow we can do a lot of cutting. Okay, product review again. Those are new, like the jack type roller things. They're the best ones I've ever fucking had. Ever had. I've had a lot of the ones where you lift the car up to set it on them. Cheap ones from Harbor Freight, they suck. The more expensive ones from, I don't know, eBay or whatever, with the extra added bar, those are decent. These are freaking amazing. I just moved that car. Didn't hurt myself. And it's out of my way. Honestly, would have moved this over now. But it's all good. That's awesome. It's going to give us a ton of space to work. Yeah, that's pretty killer. So I'm going to be able to take that body, lift it up, cut all of that off. Then you swing that back around, pull it out, pull it in, I don't know. But it'll work. It'll work. This will work. I like it. Look how goofy that thing looks in the front. It's just wrong. Here, I'll move you over there. I'll have to zoom in on that, but like this. But otherwise, it looks cool. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. All right, people. I'm calling it a day for today, but I'll be back tomorrow, which will be in like 2 seconds. Well, it's another day here, and I've missed my nap again. That's how I feel. Ooh, check out my shirt. Look at that. Adventures in Rust. That's my old Cadillac sitting in the back. We'll get to it eventually. I'm going to get this body off today. That's my goal. This thing floating in the air. If I can get further than that, I'll take it. But first things first, get that body cut off, floating in the air, and then we'll get the frame out of here. I got to take that motor out of there and put it in my motor trailer. There we go. So it doesn't get ruined, because you know from our past video, it does sort of run. So I got to salvage that. But other than that, yeah, just get this thing floating today. That thing's back there, just keeping an eye on us. And yeah, just getting that far is going to be a lot of work. So I'm pumped, though, that a little cheapy plasma cutter works pretty well. And it's going to make that much easier. And then we'll just do deep cuts with saw blades. It'll work out. All right, I'm getting to it. I guess I should probably summarize how I feel about that plasma cutter. It's a plasma cutter. I've never loved them. I always want to love them, but to me, their place is on a machine, and they can control the height, control the surface because it's brand new metal it's cutting. This, I'm like, arc on, arc off, on arc, blah, blah. And at one point I killed the electrodes. I think that's though from earlier where I was screwing up the amperage. It works, but I don't love it. I'm going to try doing the other side with just a cutoff wheel and a saw blade and see if I feel any better about it. I have a bad feeling I'm going to like it. No matter what, I got to come back and clean up all these cuts. They're just there to make it so I can lift the body off. Anyway, that's what's up there. Okay, what I'm about to do is gonna be controversial, and I'm okay with that. Listen to me. What matters is that the roof gets on and I get the front squared, the door set, and the roof down to there. Okay? I'm talking about on the Tesla right here. Okay? The front of the hood, the back of the hood, the beginning of the roof, to the rear of the roof, the pillar, and the pillar. That's what matters right this minute. So what I'm about to do might scare you. But if it makes you feel better, it scares me too. Let me just say, I understand your concern. I do. It's a custom though, people. It's a custom. So this is okay. Take a deep breath. Oh, I got a bunch of metal and grossness in mine. You hopefully have nice hair. All right, I'm gonna sit back and look at this for a minute, and I don't know, this has been bugging me for days, thinking about how I'm gonna do it, and I just keep going back to this method, so I hope we're right. I haven't been filming for the past few minutes. Maybe from the other camera. I guess you've been watching it from that angle. Me standing right in front of it. Everything is re-rigged. I cut that other quarter off. I feel good about this. And then I'm going to cut the back out and lift the body away. Something like that. Quarter, back, and one little trim over there, body up. personal apology to Mike from Canada. I'm sorry, bro. I had to do it. He told me no. He said it was going to break his heart. Sorry, bud. But this is going to make it so I can put it on here, get stuff squared, get stuff solid, not be fighting all that weight and all that space and with the wheel width and all that. I want to get this main section in place. From there, I'm going to go back and start filling it back in. That's my plan. I tell you people, I have a plan. I came up with it today. I was drinking a little bit, but it's a plan, and I say we roll with it. All right, thanks, guys. I feel like this is worth mentioning. It's floating, guys. There's zero connection between the two. None. No connection. That little wire around. Look at them. So, that body is completely free of the chassis. And yeah, there's not much left of the body itself. But the skeleton with the roof is free. From here, I want to clean, I want to do all that, and then we're going to see how it sets on the Tesla. And that will tell us a whole lot. So everybody just, cross your fingers. I know this is done before you see this, but I swear your good vibes are coming back to me right now. Oh, I can feel them all. Thank you, guys. I'm laughing because I'm nervous at that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a substantial thing that we've done. So it looks solid, though. Let's hope for the best, and I'm gonna go keep on going. Well, let's do a walk first. Let's do a walk around this bad boy. She is just floating in space. So, my rigging is interesting. I don't know. I guess it's all good. I might have done things differently. You can see there's like maybe a little sag going right there. But a little sag isn't going to hurt us. That one too, maybe a little bit. Maybe I'll throw in a brace or something, but to me, there's enough flexibility here with what we're doing that, it's gonna come apart and go together and come apart and go together kind of vibe. It's not gonna hurt us to have a little bit of flex. It'll actually help us get the best fit on the other chassis. So I'm digging it. I'm really stoked on this. I hope you guys like this so far. All right, I'm gonna keep working. honestly, I came in and I smiled, man. I see that it's sitting way too high right now, but that's just because there's some stuff in the way. But everything lines up as far as up and down goes really well. And those rear wheels would have stuck way too far out. So I'm glad I cut the quarters off. That will be solved. The front, obviously, guys, that's slanted down and just laying there. But I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. We're gonna start trying to get that body dropped all the way down. I'm gonna cut the quarters out. Well, not the quarters, the rocker panels. The rocker panels, like I have the rockers cut off of the 51, I'm gonna cut them off now of the Tesla because it's really got to sit down as far as it can. And then we'll just build whatever rocker we need in the end. So today's just gonna be a lot of chopping, cutting, taking little pieces away, and getting that body on there. I only got a couple hours today. Unfortunately, it's pretty late. But we'll get as far as we can. Let's call it this week. It's probably a better way to look at it. In this video, I'm hoping to get the entire Meteor torn down. I mean, like, I'd like to roll out a chassis and just have a few pieces of body hanging up and a few pieces of body that are disconnected.